pot.
The baby potty.
Yeah. It don't make you feel like you're gonna drown?
I do.
At first it feels like that, but once you get that first tunnel through, oh my goodness.
Oh.
You feel like you can breathe.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Hey.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's City Council meeting work session. Today is May 19th, 2025. May I have someone approve the agenda? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get a roll call starting from my left.
Councilwoman Diane Howard.
Councilman Darrell Honore.
Councilwoman Yolanda Shepherd. Mayor Pro Tem Amelia Inman. And if we can, please let's take a moment of silence. Okay. So now we need approval of the agenda.
Sounds your phone.
I make a motion to approve tonight's work session, May 19th, 5:30 p.m.
A second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. All right, eyes are approved. All right, so for our action items, is there anything that needs to be added or changed? No, okay. So for letter A, this is for decision. We have the amphitheater upgrade quotes, and this is Chief DJ that's going to present this to us.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I would have copied it, but there's too many trees, huh? I said I would have copied it. It was 3 quotes.
So the two quotes are in your email, and then this was a third one that was sent. Oh, it's on your agenda. Yeah.
Oh, this is the masonry zone.
These two.
This is just one quote. It's 2 papers. The other 2 are in your email.
You want
Yeah, I already seen them. I
Okay.
just seen them.
So
Yeah, thank
so working with Kelvin Shepard, the chair of the LDDA, we've kind of been spending a lot of time at the amphitheater in reference to the last meeting we had about this. You guys added that back little area where the ticket booth is.
Yeah.
So we also added a walkway, ADA ramp from the side street right there that we normally enter on, an ADA ramp that would go all the way up to the ticket booth, as well as a sidewalk going from Park Drive with some stairs that will go up to the ticket booth. So because we need to be ADA compliant so we can, anybody handicapped or in a wheelchair can get up there. During that, we also started reviewing some of the quotes. I did notice that on Mr. Daughtry's quote, the measurements were way off. I think we found like he measured like 11 feet, but I think it was like 32 feet or something like that. Yeah.
Which one is that one? This one?
That's one of the original quotes. That's the original quote that came in. I think it was around 48,000, somewhere around there. So we went back and met with all 3 vendors that were giving us quotes: PKS, Daughtry, and
I call him Good Day, but Riley Harper.
Riley Harper. So we gave them kind of the exact what we wanted to add and double check their measurements. So we got back 3 new quotes. One being Mr. Riley Harper came back at, I think, 128,000. Mr. Daughtry came back at 80.
I don't see Miss Daughtry's in my email.
It's the
Is it this one?
So the 128, you already seen that one. I mean, that one came in. I seen it this morning.
yeah, that was a different one. I think he was at like 17,000
Less.
early.
Then it was one for 78,000.
And while you look at it too, we're not putting a 2-inch coat. We're gonna dig it all up. So the concrete being removed out, what you're looking at and replace with 4 to 6 inch concrete.
That's what we had asked before, and he said it was being removed.
I see Mr. Harper's. Is the masonry zone, Mr. somebody else's?
That's Darford.
There's Dr. Masonry
Yeah.
zone, the hard
Yeah.
copy we got. Okay. Make it fit now.
I ain't like it on this.
And PKS is not email too, right? So PKS and
Mhm.
Yeah, see that.
I've seen them, but I can't see the specifications. I can't compare nothing because I don't have nothing. I got the wrong-
PK did the sidewalks there, a lot of work.
Yeah, PK said sidewalks, they're at 78,000, that's with adding that back pad, the ADA ramp, the stairs, and the, the ticket booth pad, and the 2 sewer caps too, as well.
PK is real.
Huh?
PK is real clear and concise.
Yeah, so, you know, this project is something that we're trying to make sure we get done before this, June 5th concert.
Oh.
PKS has guaranteed to get.
Well, you
it
said
done.
June 5th?
Yes.
So PK was.
What's the date?
How does-
I believe that because you see how quick they did the sidewalk.
Oh my
So-
God.
so-
I ain't seen nothing.
Talking with Mr. Shepherd, of course, him being part of the LDDA, they're painting the inside of the, where the stage is, they're gonna repaint all that black, okay, to make that fresh.
Pressure wash,
Pressure wash.
paint the roads.
Yep, and paint the rounds.
Change the lighting.
Yeah, and change the lighting, which, you know, that's huge. I mean, LDDA is stepping up and doing that. It's been a while. So, you know, my recommendation is PKS, just gotta know we can get it done.
Yeah.
They're a big company, they can come out and knock it out. You know, plus we've seen their work there on, the sidewalk, how quickly they got it done and how good it was.
On Klondike.
Yeah, 78,000.
Okay, and what was, this one right here,
This one.
what's the numbers on this one? Who is this?
Daughtry, it's showing 46, but it can't be right.
Yeah, because I'm
I
gonna
was
tell you,
showing 45, 360.
yeah, and that was his price before we added the pad, so I'm pretty sure.
So we don't have
I'm pretty sure he didn't send over an accurate quote. I mean,
And I told her about everything that we want to have, the pad, the sewer taps.
That is unfortunate.
so if we accept him at 45, you said it was?
Yeah, he don't have all the, and I walked with him 3 times. First time he was at 90,000. Now he's at 45 with additional concrete.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he gonna get in the middle and can't do it probably.
so I think, my recommendation, I know talking with, Chair Shepherd from the LDDA is PKS, just because we've already established that they can do it, and they're a very large company.
And we have not had any problems with them. What's the June 5th event?
The
concert?
LDDA concert,
The LDDA. Oh. Yeah.
You ain't
June.
I'm gonna come. She reposted.
Oh, that's.
That's probably what
it's in the
happened.
group message, it's in the group.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's in the group message. So, you know, I will say, along with this concrete, we, have been working with the awning. I know that's been a whole thing. I did find an awning company that was able to get me a quote, but they weren't able to get it to me until Friday afternoon. But I'll be honest with you, I called them, I think, on Monday, and they were able to come out, look at it, and give me a quote by Friday. That's more than we've gotten from anybody. I called one awning company, they came out, looked at it, and said it's too big of a job. I think we're waiting for another guy. Never showed up.
Oh, it's not for that.
So unfortunately, I'm not sure we'd be able to get it done in time, because awnings, especially that big, are about a 4-week lead time. But that is the next project that I'm bringing to you guys in reference to the awning. Just to give you a heads up, it'll be the main awning that goes up, the awning in the back that's way behind, and then up front, it'll be a black awning with white letters that says Lithonia Amphitheater. That way you can't see in to where above the stage is, and you see how it looks like, I call it like skeleton-y, you know, like, you know, you can see the bones, you won't be able to see any of that. It'll just say Lithonia Amphitheater, which will be nice. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that in time. Plus, we need to at least get maybe 1 or 2 more quotes if I can get them That's the issue.
All right, so can we get a motion?
I like to make a motion to accept the quote for PKS paving for $78,915.95, which includes the additional work scope.
All right, second?
No second.
Okay, great. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, ayes have it. We can move. We can move forward to the next decision topic, which is Lowe's engineering contract. And that's Chief DJ again.
So this is just the regular on-call contract. Last time, they can't bill us for more than 25,000 on-call services in a year. That's what the contract is for, and it has a list of it all down there. And I'll be honest with you, we don't get billed for half the stuff that he does. I went back and looked. 1 month we paid $230 when normally they charge us $550.
I don't think it's, I mean, you know, you just don't get nothing done. Just
Like what?
like,
The only reason I'm asking is so I can know.
yeah, I mean, you
Things that I
know,
don't know.
things take forever. We, you know, the dog, not including the dog, but what's going on the parking lot is about 5 years.
I
You still gotta go out there.
Let me
and
ask
do
you a question about
something.
that. The last time you brought that up, you chimed in and said something like, some of the hole had nothing to do with them. It was about
Drain.
the drainage or something, or the,
So no, the parking lot. So the parking lot, you guys had drawings and everything done up, I think 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, so then we got put on hold because we weren't working on it. Then we kicked it off, started working on it again. So right now, our biggest holdup is the parcel of property that the guys done gone missing on. We'll have that conversation in executive session on real estate. We've been talking with the attorneys all day about that.
A little correction though, we wasn't on again, off again, we was always on, waiting on them.
I think-
We was eagerly sitting here like, when are we gonna get the parking?
Yeah, I think when Ms. Sands was here, I remember it was a funding thing because I know we were waiting on money from the county. Like we were told, I think it was like 200,000 or something like that, and it was do this, do that.
We was waiting on them to,
Who's
if they're
them?
going, the engineer,
Lowe's.
those,
Okay.
if they're gonna go under the sidewalk, do we have to, transition the drainage? Is it gonna go this way? Can we use the old one that's there? Do we have to place new one? That issue took a
Okay.
while.
Yeah, that would have been before me.
But that was
And then
Lowe's.
another,
That was Lowe's though.
I thought
Yeah,
that was,
but-
okay.
so we still don't have any drawings, you know, we have the architect. I mean, we say parking lot, but we, you know, unless we're gonna use the original drawing.
That was you.
Yeah,
I'll remind you.
Yeah, so we-
And then, you know, he changed the depth of his stuff.
You didn't do anything, but you was there.
Yeah.
He
So
hasn't given us anything.
I mean, so we'll start from scratch. I mean, just being honest.
If we change,
I mean, but y'all already approved the plans or for them to move forward to give you the civil design.
And I got one thing, we did say back in the day that he gave them a deadline to give us the plans before, and that's probably been a year ago. And we say, oh, I'm not, I was doing the same complaint, like he takes forever to do something. Oh, you know, we need to have it by this month, and then they don't have any paperwork. Yeah. But, you know, now, we still don't have the drawings for what he said.
Yeah, we just approved the contract to get the drawings after we purchased the building, because it was gonna change. So now, remember, it was 37,000 to redo the drawings. So now they're gonna bring us more drawings. They're working on it now, because I meet with them all the time out there. Even when we knocked the building down, we had to meet out there and look at that storm pipe. I mean, it's
Whatever the dog park, he's still,
dog park, you got the drawings, we sent those on April 21st.
That was based on our last meeting,
Yeah.
but, did you say 37,000 for drawing?
That's cheap, really.
That's cheap?
is that the architect, the final layers?
That's the civil engineer design that we're gonna give to every company
Yeah.
to say, these are what you need to follow
Okay.
when we do the RFT. Plus, Lowe will do the RFP for us.
All right.
So when we present the companies and we post it, it'll have the RFP plus all the civil design.
Now, will he?
So that'll say, you know, like, hey, you gotta use this size pipe, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, everything.
So how long do you think it'll take him to do that?
Uh,
I know you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know me and Harry talked out there with Bill Aguilar, who's doing the drawings, about sometime in the beginning part of June. I know the one big holdup is they're scared to add in that alleyway and that back parcel until I can get, like, actually physically get this guy to one, sign these papers,
What if they
because
just go and do it?
we'd have to curve them in, and then you're gonna have a whole brand new parking lot, you're gonna have an old alleyway and an old piece right there.
I don't know.
So we negotiating on that again, or what is the deal
No,
with
no,
that?
That's
that's executive
Okay.
session.
I'll just say, can we get back to those?
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is just for the on-call. I mean, this is just for, like, if we call them and say, hey, like when I called them, we did the Main Street and, not Main Street, Max Cleveland and Stone Mountain Street. Remember we had to widen that,
Use that
and we did this? I had to call him to come over and say, hey, you know, do this. So he met with the contractors and made sure they're doing it right.
What is the out of that contract? How can we get out of that? Just in case.
I mean, there's not a year on this. It's just, this is for, it
Just
says,
to understand.
yeah, this is
You
just
got
to
somebody
understanding
in
that they
mind?
can't bill us more than
Oh, they got a couple.
25,000 in the 2025 fee schedule.
And that's all, yeah, I guess if we use them.
Yes. This is just
All right,
as,
so that's
this,
different.
yeah, this is just as like, yeah, on call, and it has the whole task order there for on call.
We could always, start the process of just exploring.
By all means, yes.
CERN, they were there before Lowe's.
Who, what's the name of it?
CERN.
Do we have
We used to do business with them?
They'll be at the Georgia Municipal Association.
We used to do business
I
with them?
think so.
It sounds familiar.
So why
But
we
we had
changed?
issues with them, from what I remember.
I wasn't there when that.
Anybody know why we changed?
I wasn't here.
I know it's one guy, he retired, and then they came and he was doing our stormwater. CERN, then switched to Lowe's, I think.
Yeah, so that would be my question, if we were to make a decision of that
To
caliber.
go back.
Why would you be going back to somebody? Why did you leave them in the first place? Type thing.
They're pretty big, CERN, so they'd be out there. I
I
know I
think
said
it's
it.
CERM, CERM.
They out.
Does Lowe's, well, we just are making a decision about fees right now.
Yeah, this is just
Oh, okay.
on call.
I'm not
This
gonna
is
get
just
into
on call.
All right, that's the same thing we did last year.
The same thing.
You said the current contract wins when?
It May to May.
Okay.
So you just need a decision.
All right.
So- Yeah, so are we putting this, tabling this, or you're saying you need an answer since
Need
we're
an
in May?
answer. Yeah,
Those
because if not, he can't.
It's just
Well,
fee schedule.
we really,
So,
we should open up
for the
with
fee
a-
schedule.
Then start discussing.
Yeah, it's just a fee schedule right now. If in the future we wanted to have this other discussion we're trying to have, we could do that, right?
Mhm.
Oh, well, can I, make a motion to approve the 2025 fee schedule for Lowe's Engineer
On call service.
on-call service fee schedule?
Second.
You second, okay. Is there any other discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, ayes approved, ayes have it. All right, so the last item on for action is, filming request, Durante Williams.
Right here. So, they're trying to film using the amphitheater. And you're with, what's the network again? Lifetime.
Oh,
It'll be on Lifetime. So their film will be just contained just the amphitheater. And I know he's gonna say June 2nd, and we're like, wait a minute, we're doing construction. Yeah, I've already confirmed that, with the construction company that, hey, you'll be able to film on June 2nd.
Okay.
So they'll be finished?
They'll be finished.
Yeah, 12 hours for the whole
The construction.
No, the construction will be
Oh, so
finished,
it'll be finished and be able to be used. I already confirmed that because.
already dry.
Yeah. Yeah, so, if you have any questions, you can answer, he can tell you about the film.
How are
How you
you?
doing? It's actually June 3rd. But again, it'll be done. It's a faith-based film for Lifetime. As far as our crew, we have about 40 to 50 people, pretty small compared to the normal Hollywood size. And we have about 6 trailers, 30, 35 cars, 40 cars, somewhere around there. So not a big footprint. and we just plan on filming at the amphitheater. The particular scene is she was a mega artist that got arrested, living that life, you know what I'm saying, went to jail and found Christ. And so she having a flashback of her first show, which technically be at the amphitheater. You know what I'm saying? That's that particular look. And then she does a small impromptu concert for the pastor who she eventually followed up and get married. So,
So you're gonna be using that stage?
yeah, but it won't be a concert setup. It's gonna be just a person fake performing. You know what I mean?
That's
So, yeah.
definitely a lifetime movie.
Yeah, it is.
That's so funny.
I have a question, Mr. Williams.
Mhm.
Mayor.
Sounds good. It's already good.
Two questions.
Thank you. I felt so married when you said that.
Two questions, actually. Okay. I heard you say you got a few trailers. What are your plans for parking and the traffic around that area? The reason why I'm asking is because we're not going to close the park down. People are still going to probably be trying to go to the park, right? So what are your intentions for parking and maneuvering? Because the street is tiny over there, and it is traveled.
Well, I reached out to the principal a couple of times about Lithonia Middle, parking over there. We'll see what they say. If not, I do know it's a parking lot at a pool, so I'll try to reach out to that. And then if that don't work, I will probably. I keep looking.
There's parking right next to the amphitheater on the two lower and upper fields.
Yeah, I seen it. I don't know if it'll fit our whole production, cars and base camp. So that's where I'm at. So
Just to know that, I know where he wants to go with this, because I've dealt with it on all the
Where's
production.
the air conditioning?
It's the grass. I think there's like something within parking on the grass.
yeah, trailers.
Because
You know
the
what I mean?
trailer, trucks.
Understood.
Because I tried to offer that several times, and I kept trying to figure out why no one wanted to use it. And then finally, somebody told me, they're like, "Hey, we don't like to say no, but it's just the trailers and stuff like that.
Understood.
In case of wet grass, something they have to use safety stuff." So I did tell them to get with the pool, because a lot of times the pool, what they'll do is they'll just shut down and then let them use the
All right.
parking lot.
I just want, and I know you're gonna have that, y'all have security out there, but I just want to make sure you're not parking on the street in front of those homes in those apartments.
Okay, so we can't shut the park down.
What part?
I wouldn't be okay with it.
The Lithonia park, like.
As long as you guys pay for it.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
The only thing we pay for is, that would be with the county, because we don't
Yeah,
have nothing.
right, you have to
park
get
other
the
than
Gap
the
County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that would be well, no.
In the
Never mind.
amphitheater?
We have the fee schedule for the rental of the amphitheater, we have that. That's on the movie fee schedule that we have.
Okay, so if I wanted to shut down the street, it'd be through the county.
The street?
Well, no, not the
park.
The park, yeah, the side street
Yeah.
going up to the park.
Yeah, so that going down, well, either way, if you're gonna shut the park down, you have to give it to the county, the pool, the basketball court, and like the playground area.
Gotcha.
Other than that, 2 fields in the back belong to us. Okay?
The baseball field?
Yes,
Gotcha.
that was gonna be my, but after you said no to the grass and stuff,
Yeah.
but that was gonna be my second in terms of the cars. That's only if the school says no or the school doesn't
So
respond.
my plan is to get him with Miss Miller, because she has
The school, yeah, she does.
School won't be in, so
Right,
it shouldn't be an issue.
right.
So, I was gonna get him with Miss Miller to talk to the school.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just concerned. I just don't want any cars parking on the street.
Okay, yeah, so you were about to say parking on the fields.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
was
said,
gonna say it could be
baseball
y'all can use it for overflow.
Like that
Y'all want to pay
That
for it.
makes sense, yeah. I mean, cars is different.
The car is different. I was gonna say.
Yeah, so
I think
that kind of makes sense. So I look into that.
Okay, y'all okay? I have a motion? Okay, a motion to approve the filming for Devontae Williams for his lifetime?
Yes.
On June 3rd.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
All right.
All right, as approved. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
All right, I know that we're in need of executive session. So can I get a motion, and it's about real estate if you could say it in your motion.
I motion to go into executive session for real estate.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, as approved. So